What's up everyone, welcome to another video. In this video, I go over how to find and cap an underground sprinkler line. I'll go through it step by step. Before we get started, be sure to subscribe for more how-to and review videos. Now, let's get started. There are plenty of existing videos showing how to plug a sprinkler head. You just unthread the head and remove it, and screw in a cap in its place. This still allows water to flow underground to the other sprinkler heads in the circuit, but eliminates water from spraying at that specific location. However, in this video, I'll cut and plug an underground line, stopping water flow to the rest of the circuit. In general, capping or plugging a line is pretty straightforward, but if you have not dug up your sprinkler system yet, this will give you an idea of what's going on underground, and what type of cap or plug you may need, so you'll have some idea of what to expect. Here is the sprinkler head of interest. I marked it with a little white flag for this video. The underground lines run from this way, to the head, supplying water to one other sprinkler head on the way. I want to keep that sprinkler functioning, as well as this one. Then it continues this way, supplying water to one other sprinkler, which I want to cut off from the circuit. Maybe you want to reroute your lines, or maybe you sold some of your property and want to sever that portion of the circuit. Whatever the case, let's cut and plug the underground line. First, I got a long thin metal rod. I know the line I want to plug travels in that direction. I systematically push the rod down into the ground in the general area. The goal is to locate the water line by hitting it with the rod. And here it is. The rod is hitting something about 8 inches deep. You can continue to follow the underground line with this procedure, but for what I need to do, this spout works just fine. Next, I dug out a good sized plug and set it aside to put back in place later. Then, I dug it out with a trowel, just like a paleontologist. Just kidding, not like a paleontologist. Let's dig it out enough to make everything visible, and have enough room to cut and plug down there. The line is about 8 inches below the ground. This system uses 1-inch ID plastic tubing. At the sprinkler head there's a T with barbed ends for the tubing, and a threaded top for the sprinkler head. For the tubing connections, the tubing is forced over the barbed ends and secured with hose clamps. One option that I have is to replace the T with a 90-degree elbow. But for this video, I'm going to cut and plug the line for you, because you may be cutting and plugging somewhere else, not next to a sprinkler. So here we are at the hardware store. And here's what we're looking for. A barbed plug for 1-inch ID tubing. And we will also need a stainless steel hose clamp. Back at the project, it has started to rain, but I'm going to finish this project for you. I rigged up an umbrella to protect my camera. Now let's cut the line, making sure we leave enough length to fully insert the plug. And also cut out enough for the plug to fit in the line. Looking good. Next, slide the hose clamp on and insert the plug. There's not a lot of room in here, but I was eventually able to tap it in with a small hammer. Tighten the hose clamp. Done. Now, let's test it for leaks. The sprinkler's on and there are no leaks. The water you see dribbling in is from the sprinkler head right here, so it's good to go. Refill the hole with the dirt that was removed. This is a little muddy from the rain. Then install the grass plug. Perfect. So that wraps up cutting and plugging this line. If you find your line is PVC, use a PVC cap with PVC primer and cement. As always, thanks for watching. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please give it a like and subscribe so you don't miss the next video. Drop any comments below, and I'll see you in the next video.